So I was remembering a time where I was looking around my room this past week. I know it's been a long time. So hi guys, it's been a while, right? I guess the 1st of November, and here we are, the 14th. So yes, hi Blossoms, happy Saturday. So I just want to say this. Um, I'm looking around and I have my own place. I have a plethora of things, clothes and just furniture, and just looking around and seeing everything that I have. I'm so grateful. I remember, as a matter of fact, about 4 or 5 months ago, about 6 months ago now actually, I lost everything that I had. So I just had a backpack of stuff, and I was staying with a friend at a hotel, and it was time to check out, but I had nowhere to go, or so I thought. I had nowhere to go. I didn't want to go back to my grandmother's because of course I was high, and I want to say about 6 or 7 months ago, yeah. So I was high. I didn't want to go to my grandmother's until I knew that I wasn't gonna be high. My kids weren't gonna see me, and nobody was gonna give me a hard time. Anyway, I had no place to go. It was me and a girlfriend of mine, and we were just kind of walking around. So we put our stuff in the storage room of the hotel we were staying at, thinking it was going to be safe, thinking we actually had friends that were going to keep our stuff safe. So our friends actually worked at the hotel, and they said, keep your stuff here, it'll be okay. So we finally got a place to stay that night. We went back to get our stuff, and our stuff was, of course, what we say, pilfered through. And half of my things were gone. Some things that I had of my boyfriend's were in there. They were gone. I even had some medication for my heart failure, and that was gone. And so I was really upset because obviously, the people that worked there that we thought were our friends were let them in and they went through our things, and they took our stuff. We don't know if they took our stuff or, but we do know that you obviously had access to the only people that had access, and now our stuff is gone, right? So I was just super upset and did a lot of cussing and did a lot of hell raising that night, and just left, went to our hotel, and just kind of sat there and was like, you know what, I'm tired of this. People are constantly taking my stuff. The beginning of the year, somebody took around $3,000, got stolen from me. Hotel busted in on, and it's just the things that have happened and the things that have been taken away from me. And I'm just wonder how I've not ended up in jail, and I've not ended up, in worse physical condition, because things have just, piled up and piled up. But I look around my room and I look around, and I'm thankful for what I have. I have clothes on my back. I have plenty of clothes on my back. I have furniture. I have a place of my own that I can come and lay my head, and no one is going to come in here and take my things. No one is going to take my money. No one's going to take my stuff. And, just living through that and knowing that, this whole time I had a place to go and just chose not to be there. It sucked. It just really sucked because, yeah, I've lost things, and at this point I don't even remember what I've lost. I don't even remember what I've had. All I know is that it's, God's way of getting rid of all that stuff, because it's always been replenished and in a bountiful way. And so I can't even be mad about the people that stole my stuff. Can't even be mad at them. I actually see them a lot here in town where I live, and just like, hey, and I smile and I carry on. And I don't want to be stuck. The longer that I'm stuck in that mindset with, you took my thing, I'm never going to be able to have peace. I'm never going to be able to feel like I've overcame anything, because I'm going to have that bitterness from that life in my heart. So I've got to let that go. There's a lot of bitterness in my heart from family, friends, or people that I called friends. And so I'm learning to let those things go. I say my piece because I'm entitled to say my piece, and I just let it go and I move on. So those are the two things that I've learned. It's like, you know what, you took my stuff, but because I have peace within, I'm not even gonna be upset. I'm just gonna let you have it. Maybe they needed it more than me. I don't know. I just know that the more that I look forward and don't hold in that bitterness from back then, the more I forgive, the more I look towards the future, the more God has blessed me. And so I just want to, I just want y'all to know that, yeah, you may lose everything, but look towards God and stay focused, and you're going to get it back tenfold. Now I don't even have room for half the things that I have. Other things are still in the storage bins. So just know that this life that you're living and in the streets, you're gonna lose everything. You probably already lost everything. Do you want to lose your life? Do you want to lose your freedom? And I know that that sounds a little drastic, but it is where it's finally gonna go. Jail, prison, the grave. We all end up in the grave, but do you want to end up in the grave with them knocking at your mama's door saying, hey, your kid died of an overdose because she was a junkie? No, you don't. Whatever you think is worth fighting for out in the streets is definitely not, because I'm telling you, it's just not worth it. You're not even going to remember the things you lost. Now, if there's sentimental things, yeah, there are a couple of sentimental things that I've lost, and yeah, it sucks. But there's a lot of things I don't remember even having, and I'll go back and I'm like, man, I really like this, and then my daughter will tell me, Mom, you've had that before. Remember, you bought it this day and this day and this day, and I'm just like, oh. So that's something, I remember. Then I'll remember, oh yeah, that's what I've lost. But honestly, I can't really say that I lost, because I've gained it all back, and I've gained a sober life. Little by little, I'm finding friends who value me and are sober, and that's always a good thing. So it's not what you think you're losing. It's what you've already lost and what you will be losing if you don't get clean. Just remember that. Happy Saturday.